Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, and shalom to the Akyam that are teaching this word. This is just an article that a brother bought, a brother that watches us brought to the camp this week, which he saw in the local newspaper, the Metro, that you get when you go on the underground, and it's going into the RFID chip, man. It's going into the mark of the beast pretty much. They're pushing it. They're pushing the mark of the beast out here, man. Like Lord's will, we're right at the door of the end, man. They're pushing this chip hard, man. The spirit's showing that, hey, all the things that we've been talking about at the camp, bringing out that they're gonna bring out a microchip to put into your right hand or into your forehead. They're showing that now, blatantly. They're just slowly weaning it into the society. So let me just give this a read. It says, that's handy. Keys may have had their chips. Says, no more fumbling for keys. Stephen Northam can unblock doors and start his car with a simple wave of his hand. The inventor has a microchip the size of a grain of rice implanted between his thumb and finger. It unlocks his home and office, and his BMW Z4 starts when his hand is on the steering wheel. Mr. Northam, a father of one from Otterburn, Hampshire, believes it will be commonplace in 20 years. His company, Biotech, is the first in the UK to offer human implantable technology. He has teamed up with consultant anaesthetist Dr. Jeff Watson to ensure the implant is medically safe. The chip and 30-second procedure costs between $230 and $260, and it's around $300 to adapt door and car locks. But we know that they're going to make that mandatory, man. They're going to make this mandatory. They're just weaning it into the society now, slowly showing the people, but then they're going to make it mandatory, man. They're going to do something drastic where they're going to say, they need a way. They're going to say to the people, this is the way we're going to control what's happened by implanting this RFID chip. Or the NFC, which they call it in Europe, and it says, and it's around 300. It says 230 and 260, and it's around 300 to adapt door and car locks. Mr. Northam said he has about 30 people, including companies, signed up for implants, but that does not include his teacher wife, Becky, 30, who is scared of needles. The 33-year-old believes the chip could eventually be used for retail payments. And as a boon for what retail payments? Don't we always say that when we're at the camp? That's the prophecy in Revelation. It says that. It says free and bond, rich and poor. Basically you can't buy or sell, man. Which I'm gonna read that. But it says, okay, let me read this. Read the rest of it. It says could eventually be used for retail payments and as a boon for seriously ill patients or those with dementia by containing medical notes. He said some skeptics think it could be used to track them, which that's what they're going to do anyway. They're going to have it where they can track your movements with it, man. Control you, control everyone. That's what they want. They want to play God, so to speak, man. These elites, Hey, but the scriptures say, look, when they're about to fill their belly, they're about to fill their enterprise, the Lord will rain his fury upon them, man. It says that in the book of Job. He'll cast them down, man. So it says, but we know that according to the Bible, we're close to all the prophecies being fulfilled, man. Okay, so it says with dementia by containing medical notes. So it's gonna you can make payments with it. It will contain all your medical notes, just like we say, man. Just like the scriptures say. He said some skeptics think it could be used to track them, adding there are those who think it's brilliant and those who think it's the government taking control, right? So and that is what it is, man. It's the elites pushing it to take basically control of everyone, man. Control you. Say, look, you're mine. And let's read it let's read that in the scriptures. This is let me get it here. This is Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's what's happening now, man. They're they're slowly winning in that mark, the mark, which is the NFC, the RFID chip, mark of the beast, which is according to the Bible. That's that mark, the mark of the beast, man, the chip, okay, the implantable chip, like it said in that article, the size of a rice grain, and that's what they're pushing. They're pushing it, man. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor. So you can be rich in this society, you can be poor, free and bond. Free, that's the people roaming around. The bond is the people in the prison houses, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. And that's what's happening currently, man. You know, but the judgment is, if you take that you'll be destroyed, man. So that, you know, that's why we put, look, don't take that, refuse it even unto death, man. Lord willing, you know, refuse it even unto death, and the Lord will raise you up, man. Lord's will, you know. Let me just bring this one out as well. This is so Revelation again. It says in Revelation, it says right, Revelation 14:9, because this is what's gonna happen if you take this chip, man. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying, so refuse it. They're pushing it as if it's a good thing. Refuse it, man. Even unto death. Your Lord's will, the Lord be with you. The spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will be with you. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and that's what you do. If you take that chip, you'll worship the beast and his image, man. Whatever the government tells you, which that's the so-called white man's power structure today, man. Following the democracy, following what they push, man. If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, that's what's that mark? That RFID chip, the NFC, the microchip, man. You know, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Lord, which is the destruction, which is poured out without mixture, because that's what we're coming into. We're coming into a time of destruction, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, with fire and with brimstone, with them nuclear missiles, man, the destruction, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So that's what's going to happen if you take that chip, man. And Lord willing, us in his faith, Lord willing, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will be with us in that day to just basically, look, man, unto death. Just go unto death, man. Refuse it. Even if it means dying, man, Lord willing. The Lord put that strength in you in the spirit to just say, fuck it, take me, kill me, man. You know? So with that, I'm just going to say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the Akim that are teaching his word. Shalom.